cannot go and deliver this assignment without God Himself equipping us. And I told us while we are praying that God will always commit Himself to that information. And we have not chosen Him. He is one that tried to work. He chose us. And He chose us specifically with a purpose by calling us His battle axe. I pray God will use this meeting to reach out to us, to address our life issue, to address the issue of our lives. And we use this program to cause a great turnaround from among us in the mighty name of Jesus. The text or the golden text for this year convention is from the book of Jeremiah 51. We are going to our pamphlet. We want us to read from verse 15 to 24. But that is where our team was gathered from. Youth as God's battle axe. In a perplexed generation. Youth as God's battle axe. In a perplexed generation. When you turn down your Bible to the book of Judges, chapter number 2, I want you to read from your Bible, from verse number 5. There is an address there that I want us to take cognizance of. If you are there, you can help me read aloud. Judges chapter number 2, you can begin the reading from verse 5.
And they called the name of that place Bochim.
Yes.
They sacrificed there unto the Lord.
Yes.
And when Joshua had led the people go, the children of Israel went every man unto his inheritance to possess the land. And the people served the Lord all the days of Joshua.
Hallelujah. As God liveth, you are not done yet. I just want to decree to your life. As God liveth, you will possess your land.
Yeah.
As God lives, you will possess your land.
Yeah.
As God lives, you will possess your land.
Yeah.
You will take over all that belongs to you. And from today, the Lord God Almighty will begin to help you to overcome that which has already caused you to repent over the years in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. Don't get that prayer. There are some things that have pained you over the years. So from this program, God is helping you, or God will be helping you to overcome such things that have pained you over the year, so that you'll be able to fulfill God's purpose for your life in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. You are taking over your land in Jesus' name. You are taking over your land in Jesus' name. Yes.
And all the days of the elders that outlived Joshua.
The draw of attention to something there shall pass that people. I want to remind you again that throughout the days of Joshua, the people in the land served what? Served the Lord. In our generation, if you look at the decadence, moral decadence of the society today, aside from all that is nothing to write home about, it is so unpleasant to those that are really genuine child of God. The waywardness in society today, all the atrocity in the community today, all the uncircumcised habits that is manifesting around today, it is as a result that something is already wrong with our belief, with our ideology, with our mindset, with our pursuit. And Joshua stood his ground, a great and good ambassador, standing as a good representative of Christ. During his own time, it is not that There are no wickedness in the land. It was not that there is no corruption in the land. It was not that there is no killing or there is no stealing. It was not that there is no adultery in the land. It was not that there is no abominable things being carried out in the land. But he stood his ground to serve God's purpose, to represent God well. And it was accounted for him that during his time, throughout his stay in the face of this earth, he served the Lord. And people saw him as a good example to follow. And the Bible recorded it according to what he has read to us tonight. That people will serve the Lord. But there came a time that after the demise of Joshua, people begin to go astray. People begin to take a flight from the presence of the Lord. People went back to idols. People no longer reverence God. They no longer fear God. They begin to do what pleases them, no longer what pleases the Lord. They begin to satisfy their flesh, no longer satisfying the test of God. And God was not too happy about that. And when God is not happy with man, I begin to see a wide away. When God was looking for a righteous man, throughout the generation of Noah, he couldn't see any except the household of God. And for that, God spared him. In the generation of Joshua too, Joshua stood his ground, and God recorded it for him that indeed during your time you serve. Can we say in this nation, in your neighborhood, in your local assembly, in your school, because of you, can we say people who serve the Lord or people are serving the Lord because they believe in the God you believe? Would they want to pattern their way of life like you because they can see Christ in you? Can you read further, please?
And all the days of the elders that outlived Joshua,
Even the elders were doing their guidance.
who had seen all the great works of the Lord
They were protecting the children
that he did for Israel,
by giving them godly counsel that, see, there is a way you should live your life as a child of God. There is a way you should present yourself as a child of God. There are places you should go as a child of God, and there are places you dare not go as a child of God. So the elders were doing the elderly duty. When there is trouble in the land, when they get to an elder, they don't have to deploy them. Rather, they become a solution to their generation. And people begin to like these elders because they were giving good representation of God's image in their own generation. People can always count on these elders. People can always count on Joshua. Because they could see God in them. Throughout the days of Joshua, mark it. Throughout the days of those elders, mark it. People serve the Lord. What happened?
and Joshua the son of Nun, the servant of the Lord, died, being 110 years old, and they buried him in the border of his
And you know, no matter how good you are, no matter how wonderful, no matter how gifted you are, no matter how loving, we will always prepare his heart. There will always be a change of battle. So as people are dying, God is also raising more generous. Battle as vision does not start with our own generation. It has begun right from the biblical history. And God, whenever He wants to do something on earth, He always depends on people to achieve His purpose. He was able to achieve it on the time of Joshua and those elders. But I wouldn't know. But I'm sure God will be helping us tonight. That His purpose will be achieved through us. And God will never do anything outside of us in the mighty name of Jesus. Read further, please.
And the very king is the border of Timnath-Heres, in the mount of Ephraim, on the north side of Gash. And also that all that generation were gathered unto their fathers. And there arose another generation after them.
All that generation gathered unto another one of them died. And there came new breeds, new generation. Do not be tired. We are continuing.
Which knew not the Lord, nor yet the works which
They knew not the Lord. How can we begin to discover? How can we begin to make that kind of a statement that somebody did not know God? The Bible says, by their fruits, you shall what? We shall know them. The way you talk is telling us who you are. The way you dress is showing us who you really are. In fact, who you work with, like that say, show me your friend and I'll tell you. The kind of company you keep, the kind of places you always must visit, is telling us who you really are. You can successfully deceive man to paint an image that you are a correct person, but you cannot deceive God that you are a correct person. So our calling to come this year is to have the thought of God. So that when God is counting year 2023 for us, and He said, I called you a battle ass, we will not be regretting that God will not use us because of our way of life. Though He chooses to use us, He intends to use us, but by our own way of life, we have made God to withdraw to Himself. That this place is not an area to go. It's not a vessel to use. As we all know, there are vessels unto honor and vessels of discord. Bàbá má ṣe mí lóhùn ohun èlò olówó. Bàbá má ṣe mí lóhùn èlò ohun èlò olówó. Dákun má ṣe mí lóhùn èlò ohun èlò ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. Jọ̀wọ́ wá ṣe mí lóhùn èlò ohun èlò olówó. Mo gbàdúrà fún ẹni tó láti ṣe. Ọlọ́run ọláàánú jùlọ yóò ṣe èmi àti ẹni ohun èlò ológo. Láti ìṣẹ́jú lílọ, gbogbo ń jẹ́ ẹ̀dí nínú ayé èmi àti ẹ tọ́lọ́run òfin nílò wá gbogbo rẹ̀. Ọlọ́run àánú kó fi agbára rẹ̀ kó fi mú kúrò nínú ayé wa. Gbogbo tó ń pè ní ohun èérí lórúkọ Jésù, Ọlọ́run kó fi ẹ̀jẹ̀ rẹ̀ wẹ̀ ẹ́ dànù nínú ayé wa. Read for that, please, follow that.
And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord, and
So,
served Baal.
I told us that by their fruits, I know them. They begin to what? They begin to do evil. To the average society today, what we understand by evil is wickedness of highest order. A good example of it is what was in play in the life of King David, that sent Uriah to war in order to have his wife. And he wasn't feeling any remorse at all, whatsoever. Not an iota of remorse. And God inspired a prophet. Prophet Ayinla. Go and tell that man he's not doing well. He is wicked. And when the man came there to say the mind of God to the king, he said, King, God gives her. He said, King, but you know there is a problem in the land, no problem there. What's the problem? He said, You see, there is this man. He had plenty of sheep, plenty of cow, plenty of all these things you can imagine, kind of animals. Valuable everyone. He didn't pick one among of his own to do hospitality. But when he had one and care of his neighbor and just had one, the king already gave judgment by himself. That is wickedness. The man started to what? No, guys, don't give things. You are the one. The royal took his wife. And you know David, you always go to his name to ask for the of sin. And that is why this is called the man after God has. But the problem of our own generation, when they are drawing our attention to our errors, we will still try to be proving that the way we are playing is still the right way. We start at people with all egoism and egocentric. We will refuse to take a redress or to even repent of our wrong way. I pray before we leave this camp, we will have the touch of the Lord. And we will become a new person. In the mighty name of Jesus. Can you conclude?
And they forsook the Lord God of their fathers, which brought them out of the land of Egypt, and followed other gods, of the gods of the people that were round about them, and bowed themselves unto them, and provoked the Lord to anger.
Praise the Lord. They did what? They provoked the Lord to anger. So you wonder, why would God be saying you are a battle master? Let me tell you, the God we are serving is a man of war. Hallelujah. Amen. And the people is raising war against are his enemy. And who are the enemy of God? The disobedient one. Those that are going contrary to the will of God. Those that always want to satisfy self. Those that always love to do wickedness. Those that have chosen it in our own heart that to always cheat on people is what give them joy. They forsook the Lord. And they forgot how God has been bringing them. Talk about that this láti mú oyún títí di ọmọ ọwọ́ o ọmọ wà lọ́mọ ọwọ́ wáyé. Bàbá mo sọ orin rẹ̀ yìí kò nígbà tí mo rò ó iṣẹ́ ìyá. What praise God? They forgot the iṣẹ́. What praise God? They forgot all the miracles. How God used his powerful hand to deliver them from among their enemies. They were before death and God rescued them. They went through situations that were supposed to cost their life, claim their life. Yes, it was to get their life. But suddenly, when Joshua was no more among them, they begin to serve another God. They begin to raise an idol. And God was angry at them. And since that day, God has been looking for a man that will stand like people, like Joshua and the others. God has been looking for a man that will be a true battle axe, that will fight the kingdom of darkness. And it has now come to our own stage. That God is still telling us in this century, in this year, even in this convention, that He wants to use us as His battle axe. And there are prerequisites to that usage. And until we fulfill all that is expected of us, we may not have results that is desired of God.
And the case study of a brother I want to bring is a youth like us. I haven't partially talked to us about Joshua. I'm only telling us how the story began. The man has been failing God, and God has always been replacing man. I pray God will not replace you. Amen. It is one of the things that is so easy for God to do in life is to replace a man. I want you to hear this one clearly and give me your attention. The very time I'm sure that God was calling me to the work of the ministry, one of the questions I remember I told him or I asked him was that somebody like me, what will I be doing? Pastor, what will I be saying? Are there not plenty of pastors in town? God said it's true, you are correct. There are plenty of pastors. I called so many of them, but along the way they delayed. So that is why I see putting more. While Saul was still reigning as a king, God has already chosen another king. So in other words, there are some cases and instances that even if God is using it before, if He has divided your life, you may not know. I pray the hand of God will not withdraw from your life. Amen. The glory of God will not depart from your life. And God Himself will not abandon you to yourself. Yeah. You know, as a house, if it's not producing what you want, you can say, you can just throw it anyhow. I want to pray that prayer again. That God will not abandon you to yourself. Yeah. You don't know, if you buy a house with your money, and you sharpen that house, and you want to pierce a tree, and it's not bringing results, you will throw it away. I pray God will not leave you to yourself. Amen. You will not be an abandoned place in the hand of God. Amen. In the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. And that now led us to the book of Judges chapter 13 now. You see, in Judges 13, God was intentional about restoring the book of Israel again. Because God was angry at them. When they choose not to know the Lord again, when they choose to go their own way, when they choose to be pleasing themselves, when they choose to be going wayward, and God looked down upon them mercifully and decided to bring a new birth of a man called Samson through the house of Manoah. He appeared to the wife of Manoah that there will be a Nazarene in this family. There shall not be razor in his head. You must not give him wine, whether hard or soft. You must train him in the way of the Lord, because those wine you see, they have chosen their own way. Whichever way you have chosen before now, that is not the way of the Lord. The Lord will revive you from that way. And He will realign your path to His own way. In the mighty name of Jesus. Please resist the body. He will realign your own step and bring you to His way in the mighty name of Jesus. And God was so intentional. And He brought forth Samson. And according to that scripture, the Bible says, and He will begin to save His people. He will begin to deliver His people. From what? From the messes of this world. From what? From the waywardness of this world. From what? From the wickedness of this world. From what? From the hand of their enemy. Deliver them from slavery. So God decided to use Samson as his own battle axe to bring down the kingdom of the Philistines that were reigning And then can you tell that person to come again? Unfortunately, God answered that prayer. The man came again. He delivered the same message. And they took the word. And they began to guide the child. One day the guy woke up. He said, please, Mom and Dad, I want you to marry this lady for me. One of the promises of God that comes with a blessing is that which says, son, daughter, honor your father and your mother, that your days on earth will be what? But so many destinies today were truncated, were cut short, were destroyed because of disobedience. And he said, desire, let me just have her. As if it was not enough. That flesh was still disturbing him to the extent that he got to the state of the healer. I want us to pray. I'm just giving us somebody of that story. And when we get to Judges chapter number 16, what his parents were warning him against to desist from. And the Bible told us that you will resist the devil and he will flee away from you. Hallelujah. Instead of him resisting the devil, he was marrying the devil. He was whining and dining with the devil. It is in our generation that we will see a young brother like myself and a young sister like yourself said here, that are yet to be married, but yet living a couple's life. Two men living in a room that belongs to a lady. Two men, and two of them will be using her. Two women will be using a room with a male, and will be using the two of them. And these people from Venice, they are from within us. The so-called or the acclaimed Christian. And God now wants you to be an example. Someone that will be bold enough as you say, you can say, Lord, but give me Jesus. You can take the whole, but give me Jesus. Push away. You can take the whole, but give me Jesus. No turning back. No turning back. I have decided to follow Jesus. Because there is a way of Jesus. There is a way of man. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back. No turning back. Who are you following? The person you are following will determine the kind of two you are. And Samson, the lady called the leader, begin to inquire. Because the Philistine had the target of bringing him down. Whereas he was also sent by God as his own battle axe to go and bring them down. But I see a failed generation. And that is what we are working towards now. We will be praying that God, may I not fail you. Because Samson, God really equipped him, he prepared him, but he failed God. He never fulfilled mandate.